Delta Downs Insider. Sponsored by the Louisiana Quarter Horse Breeders Association, supporting the quarter horse racing and breeding industry in the state of Louisiana.
It's Jessica Cool Breeze, Champions Passage, and Jethro Almighty on the outside. They hit the line together.
Hello everyone, I'm Greg Thompson of StallionEsearch.com, and welcome to episode 10 here, the Delta Downs Insider. We're going to get right into it. We're going to look at the Miss Polly Classic Stakes, going 400 yards for the older horses, probably the top older horse race in the entire country, and it's here at Delta Downs at Vinton, Louisiana this weekend. We're going to look back at the Lee Berwick Memorial Futurity trials that happened last week, and we're also going to continue our series of looking at Val's Fortune, the legendary Louisiana bred. So let's get right into it. Let's look at the recap of last week's Lee Berwick Memorial Futurity trials.
The Delta Downs Insider Race Recap.
We look at last week's restricted Grade 1 Lee Berwick Memorial Futurity trials, including the fastest qualifier, Fast Talkin' Henry. He's a fast dash colt that was making his third career start in the trials. And he dazzled as he was ridden stoutly to the wire to post the fastest time of all. The time, 17.330 seconds for the 350-yard dash. He is trained by Heath Taylor, who qualified too, owned by Eric Johnson and was bred in Louisiana by Russell Mowad. Now on to a familiar name in the futurity ranks of Delta Downs this meet. Miss Jingles, the winner of the restricted Grade 2 Lassie Futurity. She looked extremely impressive, doing it easy in her trial heat under Eddie Cox, to post a time of 17.40 seconds to qualify second. The Lassie Futurity winner is trained by Frank Cavazos, owned by AA Partnership, and was bred in Louisiana by Easy Acres Performance Horses. The third fastest qualifier, like the number one fastest qualifier, hails from the barn of Heath Taylor. That's Big Time Bo, with John Hamilton aboard, seizing the lead to finish in front to qualify in the number 3 spot. He is owned by Bob and Jerry Gaston and was bred in Louisiana by Dwayne Griffith. You can see the top qualifiers list at StallionEsearch.com, as well as all the other futurities across the country. Be sure to be on hand at Delta Downs for the finals of the Lee Berwick Memorial Futurity on July 14th. And that's the Insider Race Recap for this week. Hey, hang in there. We'll be right back after these words from the LQHBA. We're looking at the upcoming yearling sale here in Kinder, Louisiana. The LQHBA annual yearling sale will take place on Friday and Saturday, August 3rd and 4th at the Coshada Casino Resort Pavilion in Kinder, Louisiana. 505 yearlings slated to sell. That's August 3rd and 4th, Friday and Saturday in Kinder, Louisiana. Find your next champion at the LQHBA sale.
The Insider Race Preview.
The upcoming stakes race for this weekend is the $50,000 Miss Polly Classic for 3-year-olds and up. Several top older horses in the 400-yard event came out of the Grade 2 Sam Houston Classic, including Judd Curl trained Now You're Talkin', multiple stakes winning Chirao Kid, and the George Haddad trained Georgino. After not having the sharpest of starts, Now You're Talking in the 2-path rallies past Chirao Kid and Georgino to get up to win. That was the 4th stakes win in a row for the He's a Fast Dash colt, and he will have the riding services of John Hamilton for this stakes event. Also set to contest the Miss Polly Classic is Taylor's Toastin' Papa, who will be looking to rebound from the 3rd place finish in the Grade 3 Val's Fortune Stakes here at Delta on June 9th. The Miss Polly Classic is without a doubt the top stakes event for older horses in the entire country on Saturday, and it's all here at Delta Downs. And that'll do it for the Insider Race Preview for this week. Hey, we're moving right along with this Val's Fortune series. Let's take a look at this legendary Louisiana bred runner. And now part 3 of the special spotlight of the legendary Louisiana bred quarter horse racing legend Val's Fortune, who is the only Louisiana bred ever to win the Louisiana Triple Crown that consists of the Mardi Gras, the Louisiana Quarter Horse Sales Futurity, and the Louisiana Quarter Horse Breeders Futurity at Louisiana Downs. Val's Fortune is the only Louisiana-bred millionaire with earnings of over $1.1 million. He is by Dashing Val and is out of the Six Fortunes mare named something like a breeze. Last week's episode focused on the momentum Val's fortune was gaining as he brought home the winner's check in both the Latte Futurity and the Lee Berwick Memorial Futurity. He had already won the Mardi Gras Futurity earlier in his 2-year-old campaign, and the LQHBA was offering a $500,000 bonus to a horse that could win the Mardi Gras Sale Futurity and then go on to complete the Triple Crown sweep with the win in the LQHBA Breeders' Futurity.
And completing the field and looking for his 7th consecutive victory is Val's Fortune number 10.
The Heath Taylor trainee had qualified into the LQHBA Sale Futurity and was poised for the second leg of the LQHA Triple Crown.
And they're off, and Val's Fortune blasted out beautifully, taking over at once. Toast to Mallard, down at the rail, 9 Dancers is up close. They're followed by Mystical Reb, but this is just another exhibition from Val's Fortune, 7 in a row as he crushes the opposition.
He was 2/3 of the way into the $500,000 bonus with this win, and he did it with class. The 2-length victory was a new track record for 350 yards at Louisiana Downs that yielded a 108 speed index. The Triple Crown hope was alive and well when the 2-year-old gelding qualified for the LQHBA Breeders' Futurity, which was his 8th straight win going into the 440-yard finals, also at Louisiana Downs.
And number 10, Val's Fortune, is owned by Teddy Abrams Jr., trained by Heath Taylor. The jockey is Gilbert Ortiz. Val's Fortune eligible for a $500,000 bonus if he wins this race, in addition to the purse money.
Be sure to check back with us next week as we continue our series on the legendary Louisiana-bred quarter horse Val's Fortune here on the Delta Insider.
The Delta Downs Insider Stallion Spotlight.
The honored stallion in the Delta Downs Insider Stallion Spotlight goes to, once again, He's a Fast Dash, who is the sire of Fast Talkin' Henry, who is the fastest qualifier in the Lee Berwick Memorial Futurity on July 14th. The son of He's a Fast Man is out of a Dash for Cash mare named First Prize Dash and is currently the number 2 leading sire of Money Earners for 2012. As a runner, He's a Fast Dash captured the Grade 2 Blue Ribbon Futurity prior to entering his breeding career. From 9 crops to race, his offspring have garnered over $11.1 million in earnings. You can see the member stallion page of He's a Fast Dash at stallionesearch.com. Hey, that'll do it for episode 10. We got 3 more episodes to go. We're looking forward to the Firecracker Futurity that we'll be spotlighting next week here on the Delta Downs Insider. And if you can't be at the racetrack, go to aqha.com/racing and watch the Q Racing videos to your heart's content. You can watch the recaps as well as live racing. And don't forget, top older horse race in the country. It's here this weekend at Delta Downs, the Miss Polly Classic. You're not going to find a better field of top older horses anywhere on the planet. I'm Greg Thompson of StallionEsearch.com, and we'll see you next week on the Delta Downs Insider.